So I've been working on my Space Panic game. I've got these new ores here. They're currently pixel art at the moment, but I'm thinking about making a model for them. I've also got walking sound effects. These did come from Homelands, but I doubt it matters since this is just a practice. I've also got a ground sort of noise texture. And I've also got, the new animations for the laser drill in the player's hand. So you see if I stop walking, it stops moving. If I continue walking, it goes off again. I've got a bit of a flashlight. The dark side is now completely dark. Oh, I should also probably mention the planet. It has a model now, so it's got, hills and whatnot. Then of course there is the new lava, which does not kill you just yet, but it does have a post-process effect for when the camera falls into it. And the final thing is the oxygen bar on the left side. You can see it's gradually going down. Again, the player can't die yet. There isn't really much of a game, but there is, the workings of it. There's a lot of new stuff today. One of the big new things is a new music track for the game. It spans about 5 minutes, which is about the time it takes for your oxygen bar to deplete. Anyways, the other feature is my gun, or my laser drill, now drifts in my hand. It's also got new effects and actually does something. So I can come over to these ore deposits over here. You can see they have a new model. And I can bust this open just by looking at it, holding my drill. And then the pickups show up on the ground and I can just walk up to them. These items will be used to repair your spacecraft and your oxygen drill and a couple other devices that break as you try to mine stuff. Another thing that's worth noting is that you can actually look at ore deposits to determine what's inside them. So this looks like it's 2 gold nuggets and 1 iron nugget. And you can see I was correct. So you can kind of tell because it averages all the colors. So this one has a diamond in it because it has a slightly bluish color. And you can see there's our diamond. Jumping is also a new feature. You couldn't jump previously. It does slow you down a little bit though. So you'll have to be careful if you're trying to cross, say, a lava gap. I've also added damaging objects, obviously in the sense of mining. The player can also be damaged though as well. Currently the only way to die is by your oxygen bar depleting or falling into lava. And you can see I'm dead now. So yeah, there's no game over screen just yet, but I have spent a lot of time on the music track and all these other features. And I think the game's going along real well. I got some work done today. The big thing is the new lander model, which is also completely functional. So I have the equipment repair, the main engine, and the oxygen drill. This is where the impairment comes into play, I guess. All of your equipment is damaged or can be damaged. Also, I should mention that your player will begin to slow down when their oxygen meter drops below 30%. Anyway, let me mine some of this stuff just to repair the lander a bit. Uh-oh. Now you can see my drill is broken. I can't use it anymore no matter what I do. So what I have to do now is come to the equipment repair. And by the way, I have put measures in place to stop you from getting soft locked, so you can't put your materials in there or anything. You gotta use them to repair your drill here. And I just take it right on back and it's good as new. Actually, what I'll do now is I'll put some of these into the oxygen drill. And this will make some oxygen for me to take out of the ground, I guess. It's a little weird, but whatever. So yeah, there's conditions in check to see if you can repair the drill that stop you from getting it soft locked. And so the point of the game right now is to fix the main engine, and then once that's done, You can see you need 25 of each material. Well, except diamond, of course, which is needed for the oxygen drill. The screen will go white, and you win the game. Now, I haven't added any menus or anything like that right now. The final edition is making damage actually work. So you can see lava doesn't kill me instantly now, it does flash the screen red a little bit. If I jump in there, you can see that the camera also goes closer to the ground now when you die. Finished up the rest of the Space Panic game for the Game Jam. I've made this pretty basic main menu. Of course, you can hit the play button, and it throws you back into the game. There's been a couple small changes. For instance, you can now carry 4 ore instead of just 3, which is quite nice, but I think I might even change that in the future to 6, because it makes a bit more sense. Yeah, there's been a couple small fixes. I fixed a problem with the player, like, clipping into the ground. But something that is notable is that I also added a score. I may have seen on the main menu that there was a score listed. And basically, mining ore deposits is 20 points. You get 5 points for each nugget you leave the game with the exception of diamond giving you 100 points rather than 5. And then you also get a couple points for other things. For instance, using the oxygen gives you, I think, 30 points. So yeah, there's a bit of a score being calculated. I've also got a pause menu now, which is nice. And then there's now a death screen and a victory screen. I'll show you the death screen. The victory screen is just a white thing that says you escaped. So here's the death screen. And you can see the letters kind of flicker like that. I thought it looked cool. And yeah, it's very simple. You know, you have retry and quit. And that's really all you need.